Hello, welcome back to Algebra 1. We're going to continue solving equations. We're going to do a lot of these problems because it's really the most important thing, one of the most important things you can learn in this class. What if we have z plus 8 is equal to 31? And by the way, if you can solve this, if you feel like you understand it, just pause it right now, solve yourself, and then check your work. So you need to build your own skills. So here we're trying to get z by himself. We have plus 8, so what do we do? The opposite, which means subtracting 8. So z plus 8, we'll subtract 8 from the left, and then we'll also have to do the exact same thing to the right, subtracting 8. So on the left, this is going to give you 0, so you'll just have z, and on the right, 31 minus 8 is 23. And that's the right answer. And if you take this value of z and stick it in there, 23 plus 8 is 31. So you found the correct solution to that equation. What if you have t minus 25 is equal to negative 18? Same sort of thing. You've got some subtraction going on, so in order to get rid of it, you have to do addition. You just add 25, but when you do it to the left, you have to also do it to the right. On the left, the minus 25 plus 25 is going to give you 0, so you'll just have a t on the left, And on the right, you have a negative number added to a positive number, so you subtract them. 25 minus 18 is going to give you 7, and the sign of the answer goes with the larger absolute value, which is positive. So you just get a positive 7. That's the correct answer. If you put it in here, 7 minus 25, if you do that math, we've been doing that a lot, then you're going to get 18. So go ahead and give it a shot and make sure you agree. All right, now what if we have 0 is equal to 38 plus x? Some students actually get confused when they see 0 in a problem because they're like, well, wait a minute, what's that mean? Nothing is different. You have a positive 38 plus x. So this is a positive 38. How do you get rid of it? You have to add a negative 38 to it, which means subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 38 from the left, and then I'm going to have a subtraction of 38 from the right. I'm just going to subtract 38 from both sides, which means I get rid of the 38s on the right. On the left, 0 minus 38 is negative 38, of course, and that equals x, and you can rewrite that x is equal to negative 38. It's kind of an obvious answer because the only value that's going to work over here when you add it to 38 is going to be negative 38 in order to give you 0. But we're doing it the way that you need to do it in terms of algebra to show your work, to make sure you're understanding every step. What if you have f plus 7 is going to be equal to 9 minus 2? Some students, again, get confused here. They see an operation over here and they don't know what to do. You do it as you think you might. F plus 7 on the right, you have 9 minus 2. So you subtract them and you get positive 7. And now in order to get f by himself, I have plus 7. So I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. Minus 7. I'm subtracting 7 from both sides. So on the left, this is going to give me 0, and on the right, this is also going to give me 0, so I'll have f is equal to 0. And that's the final answer. And again, if you take this value and stick it in here, 0 plus 7 is 7, and 9 minus 2 is 7. So of course, the only value of f that's going to work there is going to be 0. And our final problem here will be negative 0.7 plus k is equal to negative 1.7. Again, decimals shouldn't scare you. You handle it exactly the same way. I need to get k by himself. So I have a negative 0.7. The only way to get rid of it is to do the opposite, which means add 0.7. So I have negative 0.7. I'll add the 0.7 here plus k. And then I'll have negative 1.7 plus 0.7. So I'm adding 0.7 to both sides. I'm adding it here and I'm adding it here. This is going to give me 0 when I add those together. So on the left, I'll just have k. And then when I take negative 1.7 plus positive 0.7, how do you do it? You subtract them, which 1.7 minus 0.7 gives you 1, or 1.0. And the sign of the answer, because you're adding opposite signs, goes with the larger absolute value, which is negative. So it's really negative 1.0. And that's the answer. So again, none of these problems were earth-shattering. None of them were difficult. I'm just doing a lot of them to really give you a lot of experience. So make sure you can solve all of these. Follow me to the next section and we'll get a little more practice with this topic.